Welcome everybody to another episode for Every Faithful Podcast. I'm Brandon Frenio. Joined by me is my co-host Christian Dyer, and our special guest tonight is 49er Media himself. How we doing, fellas?
Doing good.
Not bad. Still
Doing
getting over this
good?
damn cold though.
Yeah, I feel it,
Fucking
man.
first week of working with kids and I got a sick, dude. That's
Damn. Yep, that's the worst right there, dude. All
so
right,
Melissa.
let's get right into it. 49ers beat the Panthers 37-15. Defense looked phenomenal. Jimmy Garoppolo looked good, not great. But he still left a couple. He left some points out there. I do have to say so myself. But let's get your thoughts on the game. Media, what do you got?
First off, then the negative thing is we did end up coming out of this game with some injuries. Unfortunately, Emmanuel Mosley out for the season with a torn ACL. I mean, we all know what he was doing in camp, what he's been doing in these games before he got hurt. So it's really tough for Mosley. I mean, he's trying to go out there and get the bag because he is a free agent. So maybe this makes it, more of a chance that he comes back. But still, not good news. And then you have Nick Bosa with the groin. Then you have Robbie Gould who ends up getting hurt. You get Jimmy Ward who gets hurt again too, like on the first play. So the Niners, they need to get healthy. But in terms of play, wise, the defense balled out. They had 6 sacks. And then the offense, like you said, Brandon, there were some plays that were left out there, but I thought Garoppolo had a pretty solid game. I think similar to last week. And yeah, he left some plays out there. He should have had a pick. I don't know why he was throwing it right there. But then, special teams wise, it was terrible. I mean, you gave up 2 returns. One of them costed Robbie going to get hurt. So,
Christian,
What was the question?
what were your thoughts of the game?
Oh. I was glad we won. Biggest takeaway, losing the corner that was playing like an all pro to start the season really fucking sucks. Losing our fucking fucking disruptor on the line, fucking Bosa. I mean, I'd rather, especially against the Falcons, I'd rather him sit out and get healthy. Jimmy played okay to win. He didn't turn over the ball. I mean, obviously, we got a little bit lucky there because he made a couple bad throws that could have got picked, but they didn't. So, luck kind of went our way. But did enough to win. Made some good throws. That throw to Coleman might be his best throw in like 3 years. So yeah, like he fucking took a hit. And he threw it outside the numbers. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool throw. Run game looked pretty good at times. I'm actually really surprised Wilson's actually like running pretty well.
he heard you, Christian.
I know, dude. He surprised me, which is good because I feel like when we get
For sure.
Mitchell back, dude, Mitchell's so good, dude. When we get Mitchell back and that speed, I think it'll help a lot. But yeah.
Yeah.
Throwback's right. Losing E-Man really fucking hurt because I'm extremely nervous to see what the aftermath of that might be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, our defense was unstoppable. And E-Man and fucking Mooney were the fucking 2 people on that defense leading that dominant defense. I feel like they were the anchors to that defense, I feel like, in a lot of ways. So losing him really fucking sucks. Like, really fucking sucks.
Yeah, so what brings me to my next question is, who do we see out there replacing E-Man now? Do you see Embry Thomas?
Probably Thomas.
Okay.
No.
And Thomas can go either way. He can be.
How do you guys feel about it?
I mean, he could be really good at times and then really bad. So just kind of have to wait and see. But definitely, I feel okay, and then hopefully, he can hold down the fort. Womack,
Yeah.
Lenore also, or can go in there. Hopefully, they can hold down the fort until Verrett gets up to speed, and hopefully, Verrett can play at a high level. Two, we'll kind of just have to wait and see how it looks. It shouldn't be too bad if our pass rush is still doing well. I think even without Bosa, this pass rush is fucking good. So,
You guys still there?
Yeah. So if Bosa doesn't play, I feel like we can still get somewhat, still get a decent pass rush. I like the guys we have filling in there. The interior defensive line is kind of a worry a little bit. Like they can be good and bad, but I also think like not having Kinlaw and Armstead is noticed. So not having Armstead's really noticed. Like we need him in there for
Oh yeah, for sure.
for run stuffing, and then like Kinlaw too. I mean, I don't know. Kinlaw's coming out to be more like a fucking bust because he can't stay healthy. And I'd probably even say, we chose the wrong guy and overpaid Armstead, even though he's been good at times.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I would have rather kept Buckner, to be honest. But he's been really good when he is in there, though. Armstead, especially against the run more than anything. So hopefully he can come back healthy, and we can shore up the interior line because it's not as good. Like I wish we could have kept DJ Jones. I can say that. Like
Same.
especially with the injuries that we're having, we need guys to fill in. It would have been nice to have DJ Jones there.
Or like more Hurst being healthy and see what he could have done, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Throwback says Grant Cohn said Verrett doesn't look ready.
He's probably not ready, like knee wise, or ready like he's obviously going to need a few weeks to get up to speed in camp, like because he didn't have any camp or anything.
Yeah, that's probably what the case.
Is it
I'm
that,
thinking
or
it's
is it
probably because of camp and everything.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
obviously that's what I'm saying. We got to have the other guys. So that's why I said
Yeah.
Womack, Lenore, and Thomas hold down the fort until Verrett gets up to speed.
So the other injury is Jimmy Ward, very first play of the game.
He can play
He
with
broke
that
his
injury.
hand.
I'm not
So
worried.
he got surgery today. He got surgery today on it.
Mm-hmm.
I know they said they're gonna reevaluate him afterwards and see when he could come back. But I know that he could play with what do they call it?
The
cast.
the cast, the freaking what do you call it?
But there's a specific.
I know. I called it that the other day. Now I'm freaking forgetting what.
Yeah.
The club. He can play with the club.
Yeah, the club. Yeah.
He can play with the club.
So
no problem.
Yeah.
Even if he misses this week, fine. He'll be able to play with the club the week after. And I do want to have him in there to shut down Kelsey. Like,
yeah, for
even
sure.
if he's playing like we're dropping a third safety in there, you want Jimmy Ward to be the one of all people to cover Travis Kelsey. Like obviously it hinders him a little bit not being able to use his hand, but I still like having him be the one to cover Kelsey.
All right, I want to bring up a name that you guys didn't say, and you're probably gonna get really mad at me for the cornerback spot. But I think it's gonna have to be multiple guys. So we don't know how Ambry Thomas is gonna look because we all know he wasn't doing super well during practice.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say like Dante Johnson's probably gonna be elevated. Like I really won't be surprised, and I feel like he's
Don't
gonna
put
get
that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I think we might see him play.
Sweet baby Jesus.
God damn it.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see for sure, but
guys, Thomas, like Ambry Thomas at times did really, really good. Like it. Sometimes you don't practice well. Sometimes you don't practice well. Joey, you shut your fucking mouth.
I've been hearing multiple people say that, and I'm like, bro, what?
I would rather put Joey's fucking ass on the field. Put his funny introverted ass on the field instead.
But I think the Niners probably feel comfortable about the guys they also have because they didn't work out any corners.
Hook and Joey.
No, they didn't. But they did work out some defensive tackle
Yeah.
um, players.
I mean, they're just
They
trying to fill
And
the
did.
I,
roster
They
at this
did end
point.
up signing
yeah, who
T.Y.
was it?
McGill.
And they
T.Y.
let go of
Okay.
McGill,
Mac.
and he was the guy who, like, I think he had like 3 sacks in preseason. He played pretty solid when he played
Yeah.
us because he was on the Vikings.
How is it that Mac can't find a team? Like he was so before Jonathan Taylor, that Mac was the guy. Like what the
I know.
heck?
I think Marlon Mack's probably gonna be back on the practice squad though. I
I
could
don't
see that.
He
understand
is.
how
He is.
he's not playing. Okay,
Well,
and where the
did
fuck
they
did this
sign him
Tevin
to the
Coleman
practice
come from,
squad though?
guys?
Did they sign?
I was surprised.
Tevin
Did
Coleman fucking shot out of a cannon. Like fuck you, I'm back.
Tevin Coleman's like, I'm playing the Panthers. All right.
You know what's
Wait,
funny is like
Yeah.
did we bring back Marlon Mack though? Because I didn't see that we signed him.
no,
Not yet.
I
They
haven't seen
they
anything.
released him today.
Yeah.
It's funny,
That's
like one
all
of the
I
guys
saw.
mentioned in the chat that Kyle would be fucking, his mouth would be watering over getting a chance to get Christian McCaffrey. But like we don't
Yeah, I've
have
been
any
saying
picks, so
too.
we have no way
We
because we can't. We
And
have
bro,
no
he's
picks.
injury
we don't have
prone too.
we
Oh, I
don't
know.
have the money for it either.
No, no. I just thought it was funny where the guys were some. Well, I can't remember who said it, but like that's true though. Fucking Kyle would be salivating over fucking trying to get
Yeah.
McCaffrey, but fuck, I like the idea of the Bills going to get him.
Yeah, that'd be interesting for sure.
Damn, dude,
But
the Bills
going back to
don't need any
the
more firepower. That should be insane.
right, going back to the game from Sunday. My next question is for you guys. Give me the player that stood out to you the most, each side of the ball on offense and defense. Christian, go ahead.
Let's see. I'd say offense. I'll probably have to go with Wilson because he was hitting the holes fucking hard in that game. He looked really good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't. And then what I didn't like is seeing like when Ayuk has gotten the ball a couple times. And I've been
Mm-hmm.
pounding the table for him. He's not fucking. He's not making some of these tougher catches that he should make, and it's bugging me.
Yeah.
Like that one back one, shoulder one that Jimmy threw to him in the first half, he should have caught. I think it was the first half. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. I've been pounding the table for you to be number one receiver, and you got to make catches like that.
Yeah.
But
And then what about defense?
and then defense. See, Jackson's 95, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does it that he has 1 or 2 sacks? I swear to God, I've seen him get half sacks and a bunch of like. Are they not counting this guy when he's involved in rushing the pass? Because every time I'm seeing him flash 2 or 3 times a game and getting at least what I think is like 1.5 sacks. I'm like, how the hell does he have like 2 sacks?
Didn't he have a sack on Sunday?
Yeah, but now that was his second one apparently. I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure this guy has like 4. How they only
Really?
counted 2?
I know there was a half.
That's why I'm confused. I'm like, okay,
Drake Jackson.
Somebody's missing something.
Oh, because it was the one with Amenuhu where they both.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
were
I don't know.
there.
I just every time I see him flashing, and
Dude,
then
he's
Cam
working
too, dude.
that
Eddie
line.
Cam's fucking playing great, dude.
He's stepping up
Yeah.
big for sure.
So
What
I'd
about
say,
you, Media?
oh, yeah, go ahead.
Offense, I'm gonna go with Tico because he had a sneaky good game. I don't think enough people are talking about him. He had some great like receiving. I liked that we used him in the receiving game a lot.
Mhm.
And then on defense, I'm gonna give me my boy Demetrius Flanagan Foles getting a sack.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was pretty sweet. For me, I'm gonna go with Tico as well, especially with that phenomenal freaking catch that he did outside the numbers
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
over the guy's head, because that
was
would have been
insane.
intercepted if it was anybody else. So I'm gonna go with that, and then defense, I'm gonna have to go with Mooney Ward. He's
always
killing it out there, man.
He had so
Freaking-
many PBUs.
He's so good. Oh,
Mhm.
another guy I would give props to is like fucking Greenlaw, dude. That guy is fucking
Yeah.
flying all over
yeah.
the field, dude. He's just everywhere lately.
He's been better than
Mhm.
Fred Warner. I've been a little disappointed with the Warner.
Yeah, Warner. Yeah,
Where's
I mean,
he's been relevant.
he's just
for the
not
most
getting a lot
part.
of the big hits because he's got a lot of teammates that are right there making him. Like Greenlaw's flying over the field, Hufanga flying all over the field. He's kind of just quarterbacking the defense right now, so he's
I
not
think
making all
Yeah.
the big flashy
Hufanga-
plays.
Yeah.
But
I
you got to
think
remember he's really smart and he's calling the changing the protection, changing the coverages and all this. He's doing a lot before
Yeah.
the play too. So I'll give him his
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah, I agree.
He's D'Amico Ryans out there on the field is the best way to put it.
Mhm.
So
For
everything
sure.
D'Amico wants is coming from
Oh,
Fred.
another person that like Joey mentioned, Jawan Jennings. He went
You
off
know
on
I love
Sunday
Jawan.
too.
I always talk about
Like
how clutch
Dion,
he is,
yeah, like Dion says, Jawan motherfucking Jennings.
dude. He is so fucking clutch, dude. Third downs, he's
no.
fucking always right there, dude, making something happen.
Mhm.
He's a big reason we were able to keep that lead on Sunday, dude. He made some fucking awesome clutch ass plays.
Mhm.
Now drops in general for our receivers are fucking just a part of this team, I think, because fucking drops
No.
at the worst times too. Like fuck that good throw that fucking Jimmy finds Debo fucking drops. Like fuck. Jimmy throws a good one to fucking Ayuk. I'm like, I don't know. Every time our guys drop a ball, I'm like, guys, we don't get this many fucking good throws from Jimmy. You can't fucking waste them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jimmy
how
had
do you?
have a great game.
Okay, let me ask you guys this: how do you guys feel about Jimmy? 2 weeks in now as the starting quarterback.
He's been able to game manage
Mm-hmm.
No.
well enough at times. Defense obviously makes it really easy on him, and they've helped him out twice now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like literally, I was like in the chat, I was like, defense probably going to need to put some points on the board, do whatever to, help us get this win, and then not long after, E-Man gets the pick six. So, it'll be interesting to see if next week after the defense isn't getting any points, if we can the offense can do it on their own. We
Yeah.
need. I mean, I don't know. It's really up to just Jimmy because it almost feels like there's always someone open and something's there from Kyle's scheme, and Jimmy's just not always seeing it. So
Yeah.
this team is going to go as far as Jimmy will take him at this point. This defense is phenomenal. We have all kinds of playmakers on offense, but this team is 100% going to go as far as Jimmy can take it. We should be able to get 10 wins, but it's really going to depend on how Jimmy can play and if he can play consistent. Like, if we can somehow get somewhat of a consistency of how Jimmy played in 2019 when we won like how many straight? 11?
I think it was
10?
Yeah, I think
10
maybe
or 11?
10.
Yeah, so if we can get similar to that, where it's just, and then if he can just keep not turning the ball over, like we can have consecutive games of no turnovers, we're gonna win games.
Yeah.
Like if we can go in there and play a close game against the Chiefs and we don't turn the ball over, there's a good chance we can win that game. But we're gonna need Bosa back for that because we got to put pressure on Mahomes, and that's the thing about this team. Mahomes isn't gonna get lucky where guys are gonna drop balls he throws right to him. We're gonna catch him.
Yeah. Throwback to special teams has been
Oh,
bad.
I
No one wants to
talked
talk about
about
that.
that a little bit.
It's crazy because they've been good most. This was the really bad game they had.
Yeah.
It's all the way at the East
Well,
Coast.
even their ratings still weren't that good even before this game, and I think that's probably because they haven't, like Ray McLeod, when he returns the ball, like he kind of hesitates to me a little bit, and then he's not really going much. It's not like he gets a lot big giant return or anything. He tries to, but he doesn't. Really.
And he's already had what?
2 drops, 3
2.
drops.
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah. I mean, it's just special teams is kind of up and down. Let's see how it is next week.
So
I don't like not having our kicker, but
so they signed a kicker.
Bro, when I saw they worked out one of the guys was so fat looking. I was like, I hope he don't.
Dude, fat guys are good, bro. They got them powerful legs, bro. You swing that big old fucking turkey leg, and that ball's going 70 yards.
I agree with Joey 100%. This is me all the time. Every time I see Jimmy throw.
Well, I mean, I agree 100%, and it's kind of just you kind of just hold your breath and hope for the best.
Yeah.
But
So
we've got 4 wins, guys. All we need is 6 more, and then we should be able to get into the fucking tournament. We should be able to make the
so
playoffs.
so my next question is I don't think really anybody has talked about it since the beginning of the season, but our offensive line. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So the past 2 weeks, I think they've looked better than what they have
Well,
the first 2 weeks.
the young guys seem to be doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
McGlinchey is, inconsistent, and he'll look good at times and really fucking bad at times. Buford looks pretty good, and then he'll have his
It's
mistake.
Burford.
Burford, whatever. Burford will look
What did you
pretty good.
say?
He'll
He
play
said
pretty good,
Buford.
and then he'll have a couple bad plays here and there, rookie mistakes. And Banks too. Banks has been fantastic, and then he'll have some bad
Yeah.
plays here or there. But he's actually been pretty good.
No.
The line
It's
did
been
pretty
our
well
best
this
O-line.
game. They kept Jimmy mostly clean, other than the kind of free rushers.
I think they only had 1 sack on him, right?
I think so. Yeah, they did it. We did pretty good.
Two
The
sacks.
left side seemed to hold up.
Wait.
The good thing
God,
is
why-
if we can get at least 2 of the wins of the next 3 games going to the bye week,
Mhm.
we should be getting mostly healthy come after the bye week. I think we'll have Mitchell back.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Trent might be back.
Uh-huh.
So,
It's gonna be
Verrett could
interesting,
be
for sure.
come and be up to speed by then. So hopefully we'll be
Yeah.
getting mostly healthy. Come if we can get without any serious injuries, we can get through these next 3 games. I'm not getting excited for anything. I kind of if we win, fuck yeah. But at the same time, I don't expect a win. I don't kind of get excited. I just kind of watch the game and try to enjoy it as it plays out. But
Yeah.
with having Jimmy there, I never really know what's going to happen. So I just kind of go along with it. And if we win, then fuck yeah, we won.
Mhm.
Oh
Like,
yeah. So this is a little bit off topic, but real quick, I did end up seeing that Tom Pelissero did say the Niners do plan to re-sign Marlon Mack to the practice squad.
Yeah, I saw that too. I retweeted it. Yeah, so they'll re-sign him to the practice squad now that Coleman is up there and he's doing good.
You
Yeah,
guys
so
see
they'll probably just sign him.
You guys know what I liked from Kyle this game. He fucking made Jimmy roll out, dude. I love that shit. Make that fucker get
Yeah,
out of the
he
pocket and
did.
find a
true.
couple routes to get to. He
Look
made a
how
good
well he
throw.
did
What did
too.
he? He looked for the first guy who wasn't open, found the other guy, and a good. He did.
Mhm.
I like that actually. I actually think it helps Jimmy. I don't think it helps him with getting in a rhythm. I think it helps him feel more comfortable. The more we do
Yeah.
that, I like it
Yeah.
more. I like it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
because he
agree.
always ends up doing really, really well, like on those bootleg.
Yeah, that's
type
what
of
I'm
plays.
saying. Very,
Uh,
very seldom does he make a bad decision on those. So
And
Mhm.
one thing I actually noticed, which I don't know how we forgot to bring this up, but Debo Samuel was only in the backfield, I believe, like 1 time.
twice
Or
or
okay,
2 or 3, I think.
That's because
I
Tevin Coleman was stepping up big.
so I like that we were able to see Debo, even though he didn't have a super good game. I was glad at least we saw
But it's nice that we can win a game
Debo.
without him having to go
Yeah.
full fucking psycho
Exactly.
mode.
Exactly.
And okay, let's talk about this real quick. Also is who also before he screwed up and they stopped passing to him, but George Kittle was getting the ball a lot more too in this game
Yep.
George
until he
kind of
fumbled the
at this
ball.
point, I don't know if George isn't healthy or we're not getting. George does not
I
seem
just-
like the George Kittle we know. Like he's fallen off.
I know. I can't believe he fumbled that ball though. That was a nice pass by Jimmy.
He
And
just needed
No,
to hold on to it. Like I don't think he held on.
I don't think
to
he
it
saw
when
that guy coming from that angle. That
yeah.
I don't. That was a good play by
But the thing
defender.
is, you gotta
There's
also
not
take
much you
that
can do there.
mentality.
Hold
You
on.
gotta
Hold on. So we have another special guest in the building. The one only Niner fanatic himself, Pete. How we doing, fella?
What's going on, brother? I just finished up my
Thank-
show, so like I was like, man, I gotta hit. Brandon been trying to like I've been talking to Brandon for a minute about coming on the show. Like he put it in the link like in the chat, and I was like, I gotta get on.
Yes, sir.
How you
Thanks
doing,
for
fellas?
tuning in.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Good. Another day.
Nice. We were just talking about George Kittle, and his use that we've been seeing, and he got the ball a little bit more on Sunday until he fumbled that ball, and then you didn't really see much of him the rest of the game. What were your thoughts on it, Pete?
So like George Kittle, I mean, I think it's the same thing that we're having an issue with Kyle for in general. It's really kind of hard when you got Jimmy Garoppolo as your quarterback that he's only going to get a certain amount of throws, right? But you got all these weapons. You got Debo and Kittle, and then you got to get the running back so many touches and all that other stuff. So and you got Ayuk out there, and you've got Danny Gray, and you've got all these other guys. But it's so I don't expect them to just hammer throws into Kittle, like and plus he tends to get dinged up. So I don't want him to get a ton of throws. I don't want them hammering the ball into him. I just want him to get. Like I think this last week was perfect. Like they got it started with him, and then kind of opened it up for other people.
So the best way to he could be falling up, or he's just, I mean, the groin injury too. But also, a lot of people do try to just compare him to Kelsey because it's the other level of tight end he is. But we don't do what the Chiefs do, and the Chiefs force the ball to Kelsey. They literally force the ball.
That's true.
Constantly. The ball, he gets fucking how many throws to him per game?
Yeah.
Like shit starts breaking down, and all this, and Kermit starts running around, and all of a sudden, all he's looking for is fucking Kelsey.
Yeah. We're not going to do what they're going to do though, because I mean, we don't have Mahomes to do it with. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, another thing too is you noticed in yesterday's game, Kelsey was 7 for 25 yards with 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they just used him in the red zone.
Yeah. So, I mean, I thought that was like a crazy stat right there, to be honest.
Yeah, it was.
We have
fantasy owners loved him.
But we have so many weapons in the red zone. We don't know how to use any of them though.
Yeah,
we suck in the red zone, man.
Even though we didn't get that on that 2-point conversion where they threw the flag, where you just kind of threw it up, and Brandon Ayuk used his hops and those long ass arms to go up and get the ball. I'm like,
you got it.
That's literally a fucking what we should be doing all the time in the red zone. Let the fucking guy with arms long as fuck jump up and go get that ball.
Yeah, for sure.
But that fucking ball,
it worked.
Let him high point it. I'm like,
it worked. They did a lot better in the red zone this week.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
I still think the offense was like stale though, because they always end up starting really well, or like the
scripted
first
plays.
drive. Yeah,
I don't think there's
or
any
the
team.
second drive. They're like they do well, and then after that they kind of go a little stale.
I don't think there's any team better at the scripted plays than the Niners.
Yeah,
nobody can script up the fucking first couple of plays, draw them up like Kyle Shanahan, dude. They're fucking
not
so
the first
good.
Drive.
That first every time, dude. It's like the first or second drive will score a touchdown, and then you're like, "Fuck yeah!" And then you're all excited and fucking like buckled, like.
And then it's
perfect example. I was all fucking buckled up and ready to go for the fucking Broncos game. I'm like, "All right, fuck yeah, we scored easy. Let's do this. It's gonna be a fucking good game." Nope. Then we never see the end zone again.
Yeah.
Hey,
what'd you tell me on Sunday, Christian? Once E-Man got that pick 6. You said as soon as defense scored is when the offense starts going, right?
Yep. They like loosen up. Like the defense, it's weird. It's like the defense gets a scores or makes a big play, and then the offense can like loosens up a little bit. Like they always playing scared, or Kyle's coaching scared because it's Jimmy. Whatever it is, it's like I don't know. I don't know why we can't find that 2019 magic with the offense where it could just like, I know we have different running backs, different players, but I almost feel like I don't see all the movement, all the things that like I saw in 2019, like all the motions. True. Like I know they're there, but I don't feel like it's called the same way And I'd like to see
Yeah.
Kyle fucking go into his bag of tricks a little bit more to help this offense get going. But I don't know. It just doesn't. You don't every time on offense. I never feel that magic that I know can be there.
Mm-hmm.
So either that or Jimmy's just regressed so much since then. He just not finding guys that are fucking open.
Yeah.
We-
So, before we move on, I'm gonna go ahead and hit my bookie video real quick by Zach, and then we'll continue our conversation. All right, take it away, Zach.
What's going on, guys? Zach here from 49ers Hive, and I just wanted to take a second to thank today's sponsor, my bookie. You know football, and you pick winners every single weekend, so why not get paid for them at my bookie? You could bet single game spreads, money lines, or parlay multiple together to increase your payouts. The feeling on Sunday when a 3, 4, 5, 6 game parlay hits is unmatched. There are low contest entry fees and over $500,000 to be won. So make it so you don't have to be a pro gambler to have some fun. Getting started is super simple. All you got to do is go to mybookie.ag and use our promo code HIVE, as in 49ers Hive, on your first deposit to secure a double deposit bonus. You deposit $50, they'll match you $50. You deposit $100, they'll match you $100, all the way up to $1,000. Take advantage of our double deposit bonus. It's right here on the screen. mybookie.ag, promo code HIVE, as in 49ers Hive. Take advantage now, guys, and make this your winning season exclusively at MyBookie.
All right, thank you, Zach. Appreciate
First
it.
of all, fuck yeah, Yankees won.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Screw the
All right.
Yankees.
Okay, so Pete, here's
I'm an
my
Angel
next
fan,
question
so-
for you.
Oh, you
Oh, there you
poor
go.
bastard.
Yeah, exactly. I need all the sympathy.
The only fuck yeah, let's go you're going to get is when they finally say, fuck yeah, they sold the team.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So Pete, I asked this earlier to the guys, so I'm asking you,
Mhm.
who stood out for you on each side of the ball?
So first person that stood out for me, let's start with the offense. The offense, I mean, it's hard to not say that it was Jeff Wilson. Like, as much as I've killed him on my podcast about him being mid,
I've gone off on that guy.
he looked good, and I think that went back to the 2-back system, and he just gave him just a little bit of rest, and he didn't have to get so many of those hard yards. Tevin Coleman only got 29 yards, but he took some of those tough up the middle carries away from off of Jeff Wilson's plate, and you could see he still had a bounce in his step even towards the end of the game. I thought that was
Didn't
it was huge for him.
Wilson have over 100 yards this time?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, he did. Wilson did. Tevin
Yeah, dude,
Coleman
that-
only
did.
had Tevin Coleman had he didn't have hardly any yards, but he averaged 2.9 carry.
But he,
carry.
dude, in the
But he
passing
was like
game, he was a beast.
effective, yeah. In the past.
Yeah, and then he mossed that guy on
Oh, yep, he did.
Yep.
yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I would say Jeff Wilson for my offensive pick, but defensive, I mean, it's hard not to go with Charvarius Ward. Charvarius Ward was, I mean, you almost just can't. There's no point in throwing to his side. Like, I mean, he looks so calm and collected. The couple of times that they throw at him during a game, it's just like, whatever, get that out of here. Oh, yeah, whatever, you're not getting that. And then I think he's had 1 or 2 catches on the season against him. It's been pretty amazing to watch him for a 49er fan and thinking about the different corners that we've had over the years. I think he's the smoothest CB1 that we've had, in a long time.
That's what sucks though too. We had 2 CB cornerback ones.
Yeah.
E-Man
I feel so
E-Man was
bad
playing
for
at the
E-Man.
Same fucking level, dude.
Yeah, I feel so bad for E-Man.
Dude,
Fuck,
he
man,
was
he was playing so
he was
good.
playing so good that he'd be offered that contract too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to sign him before the season. I thought that they should have signed him before the
We're
season.
gonna get him back now, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for
now
sure.
it's not gonna
Because
matter.
Nah, we should be able to get him.
we take care of our guys here that get injured. They
Mhm.
definitely take good care of our guys that get injured. So he'll just come back. They'll give him
Yeah.
another prove it year.
I have a question for you guys. So I don't know if you saw the power rankings at all, but what are you guys' thoughts? Because they put the Niners as number 4.
Number 4.
It's the
Ugh.
defense, guys.
Yeah.
It's
They
literally just
understood.
defense.
Our defense has not given up over 20 points all
20 points,
season.
yeah.
Yeah, we have
Guys,
number
like,
one defense in the league.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because when I
100% why.
calculated last week, I didn't add this week's,
you
but it was
guys-
like 12.
If you put any of the top quarterbacks on this team, this team's unfucking beatable.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
It's not even close.
Real.
If you have a quarterback who's capable of putting up 30 points a game, like most of these top quarterbacks, we're unbeatable. We'll
To be
fucking
honest-
Super Bowl. That's
to
how
be
good
honest-
this team is. We just quarterbacks just
Yeah.
not close.
To be honest, realistically, we should be undefeated right now.
Yeah.
We should be
Yep.
5-0.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, if you ask me, if we didn't play in the rain, Lance would have put up more points. It would have been a better game. We won.
but they
that
were the
game.
worst. They're the worst team in the league.
I know.
They're even the rain. It was not an excuse for us to
The
lose.
2 blown
that
coverages
game.
killed us, but we also
God.
didn't put up enough points on defense.
And
that
the
that game
flags.
hurts every week that I see how bad the Bears play.
Bears.
Like
yeah.
it just twists the knife a little bit more.
It just
Every week I see
What's
the
up, Corey?
But we had a young
Broncos
quarterback
play.
with
Every
that.
week I see the Broncos play, I get like so
Yeah.
annoyed because they're
Yeah.
And
They're
how
so
when it
bad.
started raining really hard, it was like the worst, most like inopportune time. So like we got unlucky in that game. I would say more than anything.
Mhm.
The Bears just escaped with one because they have a shitty, terrible piece of shit field that nobody should be allowed to play on.
Yeah.
And the rain made it even fucking worse, and they benefited from it. That's kind of
Yeah.
how that happened. But if
At least it wasn't turf.
I know.
Hey, we forgot to mention this, but you know,
But we would've
also
beat the
did
fucking-
get-
we would have beat the fucking Broncos hardcore if Lance was. I think if Lance just got, I don't know, if we were running the same offense right now with Lance, where it wasn't just fucking pounding running him all the time, and we were just running a
Mhm.
similar offense, but you could change a couple of things
Mhm.
because his ability to run. There's no reason we couldn't fucking be undefeated.
That's the
Yeah.
frustration.
Constant pounding him up between the tackles was fucking ridiculous. And if
Yeah.
literally if we just ran him in the same simplified offense where the scheme gets guys open that we do with Jimmy, I guarantee you it would be we'd be fine, and we'd put up more
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. I
That's
agree.
the frustration.
Hey, we also got Matt Rule fired.
Yeah. There's always a plus.
and their DC.
Yeah,
Dude,
their
we
DC
got
and
them- we got
special
their-
teams.
He actually did a decent job, I thought. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gutted their whole team. We gutted their whole team, dude. They're gonna go in a fire cell now. Like fuck.
Oh, and Baker Mayfield's
garage
hurt.
sale.
somebody put on Twitter today, what if they trade Kinlaw and a second or a third, who would take your pick, like for Derek Brown?
I'll take it.
I would do it today.
I would
I
do
would
it,
too.
but because of Kinlaw's injury,
I don't think they would do it.
yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
the Panthers would do it.
Yeah, no.
As he
I'll do
keeps
it.
getting fluid in his knee.
Yeah.
And it's
But
been the
I don't think they
problem.
would do it. But I mean, I'm just thinking that if they get like whoever gets Derek Brown is going to end up giving up multiple picks.
Well,
Yeah.
freaking Stewart in the chat posted. I thought he posted a pretty good trade. We give up. What did he say? 2 third-round picks for Tunsil to Houston. Put him in at left tackle. Once the freaking Silverback comes back, move him over at right tackle. Then we're fucking set at tackle.
Yeah.
You
I know
know,
it won't happen.
I
but
think they
love
just
that
like
idea.
McGlinchey. I think
I
Kyle
think-
just trusts McGlinchey.
Yeah.
You know how
I don't-
Kyle
I
is about
don't-
his
Yeah.
guys.
I wish like because of that Jimmy's back there, we would go even when it comes to the trades, we would do a lot, just do the extra to get the best protection possible because it's Jimmy back there, and we need to keep him upright because pressure is not good. That's when we're going to get interceptions.
Ow.
He's going to take a lot of sacks because he's not going to extend it plays as often. That's just me. I mean, fuck, I'd like to give Jimmy some more time. back there.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. If they think that there's a chance to for this team to go on a deep run, I would like to see them get a little bit fucking crazy in free agency. It's not going to happen because it's
Yeah.
not what this team does. But
Yeah.
I think that's what we should do
If-
this year. I think this is
if
the
the
year to do it.
Rams, if the Rams end up getting a bunch of pieces and make a run this season, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm
No.
just telling you right now.
Somebody said something. It's funny. Somebody said something about the Niners being a good fit for Odell Beckham, and I'm like, how? We have too many fucking stars. What's Odell going to do?
Yeah.
Other than if we just use Odell to throw him the ball up in the fucking red zone, and then we are unstoppable in the red zone because just
Well,
throw it to Odell
that-
every time.
that won't happen because Jimmy Garoppolo is our quarterback.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, going back to the Panthers though, with Derrick Brown, I feel like they're more likely to trade like DJ Moore than.
Well, they put him on a list. Derek Brown,
They
Derek
did?
Brown, Brian Burns, Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore. They're trying to trade all their assets.
Moore's going to go to like the
And there's-
Cowboys or something.
They're going scorched earth.
I heard teams that had interest. It was either McCaffrey or DJ Moore. I know one of the Panthers like
I know
pages on Instagram.
dude,
posted.
the Bills are really interested in CMC. I think.
They're going to do it. Watch.
Ugh.
Let me see. I know
Makes me sick
somebody
to my stomach.
posted it.
I think it's awesome. Dude. I want to. If we're not going to win, I want to see the Bills win, dude.
I wouldn't mind seeing them win. I wouldn't
Of
mind
all the
seeing
teams,
them.
how-
I like
how-
Josh
okay.
Allen.
Of all the teams to root for that's not your team, how can you not want to root for a team like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
So for DJ Moore, apparently it's the Patriots, Chargers, Giants, and Bears.
Chargers would make more sense.
Yeah.
Chargers would be crazy.
well, this is the thing. Yeah, it would be but will that coach know what to do with him? I feel like the Chargers are such a cluster that they can't. They've got all this talent and they
They're
just have
underperforming.
no idea of how to use or deploy any of it.
Underperforming so bad, it's fucking frustrating.
Well,
too.
what's funny is everybody's talking about how dominant this division was going to be, and,
Well, dude, they're
it just looks like
it's
complete
not.
trash.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Did
Besides the
anybody really
Chiefs.
think McDaniels was going to be a good coach? Like, he's fucking trash.
I don't
The Raiders
blame
are so
McDaniels.
stupid.
I don't blame McDaniels.
I think,
Like
Dude, they
I
need to
think
get rid
that,
of Derek Carr.
He's terrible. Don't blame Derek Carr. Fucking McDaniels sucks, dude.
like,
He
I
proved
don't
it. He
blame
proved it
McDaniels.
last night. He's fucking trash.
Oh, you're talking about Josh McDaniels.
No,
Like,
yeah, Josh McDaniels. No, I like McDaniel, dude. He's doing great for.
I was
Mike
like,
McDaniel.
don't be talking about Mike. Like,
No, dude, Mike's the shit, bro.
yeah, I love Mike.
Dude, Mike's
love
fucking
Mike.
awesome. He was the fucking mastermind of all the great plays. I feel like for us,
Yeah, for sure.
fucking.
But
No, I'm talking about fucking Josh McDaniels. Dude. He is
AFC
fucking
South is
trash,
awful. AFC South is so bad.
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, it
Brady
is.
be miserable, not doing that good, and barely winning, and possibly going through a divorce. I seen him in his last press conference, and he just looks not like Tom Brady. He looks sad and not
Yeah.
himself, dude. Like
Yeah,
normally after a
it's-
win, Tom Brady comes with that pep in his step and shit. No, he did not look
Can
like
we-
that at all.
Can we talk about these horrible calls last weekend?
Yeah,
oh, well, I mean,
who cares?
you can talk about it every week.
Yeah, I
there's
know.
every
Hey,
week. There's
Troy
new
Aikman,
terrible
Aikman
calls.
said it best. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. I was surprised he got away with
It's
what
just-
he said.
Troy doesn't
I
give
know.
a shit, dude.
Yeah, he does not. Like,
No,
obviously.
dude,
He's an old school
it's gonna be
quarterback, dude.
interesting.
He's an old school quarterback that got the
He's
shit knocked
probably
out of him.
just pissed that they came up with all these rules after he had to retire.
What
Because
did
of
you? Yeah,
concussions.
did you not see what
Right,
Steve Young said? Steve Young's like, man, I wish I played in this.
Oh yeah,
in
he
this
could have
league."
played
dude,
forever.
for real, man.
Steve Young would have been the greatest of all time if he would got to
Oh,
play
yeah.
in today's league.
He'd have
Yep.
had 8 Super Bowls, 9, 10 Super. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god, it would have been crazy. Oh, you can't touch me, and then I'm gonna run like whatever he runs. I think he runs like I think he
Running
runs
back?
like a 4.5, but I think he was clocked at 4. But like, man, when you watch him full speed, that man had like I swear sometimes he ran faster than that. Like he just had really good moves for a quarterback, and then he would always hold the ball in one hand. It would always make me nervous, but
Yeah, he's. But you think a lot of these quarterbacks really could have done if they didn't get hit as hard. Like that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Brady
Marino.
benefited
Think
from.
about Marino, because
Oh.
Marino put up the numbers that he put up when guys weren't able to, when people were just he never had a 1,000-yard rusher, never ever,
Dude,
and
I
and
don't
then
think
he
we'll,
didn't. Who were his receivers?
dude, I don't think we'll ever see another quarterback that can throw it in the tightest of windows like Dan Marino ever again.
Yeah, Dan Marino
Dude,
was
that guy, dude, there'd be like this much room to get it to
Yeah.
the guy's hands to complete the ball, and he's
Yeah.
double covered. And Dan said, "Oh, there's a guy wide open. Ah, fuck, watch this." Boom, and fucking he completes it. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Dan Marino is insane. It's sad to think that he never won, dude. Everybody says Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of the football. Let's go
Nah.
back and watch Dan Marino's tape. That's the greatest thrower of the football in the history of the league.
Yeah,
By far.
I would. Yeah, I would have to agree. Like, I mean, Joe was so electric, but like, if you look at his stats, it's not like he wasn't doing what Dan Marino was doing. Like,
You're talking
with
about Montana?
yeah, like
Montana was just smart. He
was just
he
clutch.
just saw the field
was-
so well.
Yeah, he was just
he was such a great decision maker. Like Joe didn't have the strongest arm. It's not like Dan Marino who
Yeah.
could throw it fucking from on his knees from the one to the fucking other one.
Yeah, Montana had a pretty strong arm.
End zone, end zone.
And he had and he was a little bit more athletic than people gave him credit for.
Oh yeah, he was
Like,
sneaky. He was like sneaky athletic.
Yeah. But yeah, the guy was just, his thing was he mastered the art of tearing your heart out with the, with that he was going to do it to you when you thought you had everything covered.
Yeah.
And and Marino was just, he was a guy that you knew what was coming every single time.
Yeah.
And they're just, you couldn't stop him until he went up against a good defense. So
But that's what I see Josh Allen doing now, dude. Josh Allen thinks he's my Marino, just like, oh,
Yeah.
you're kind of open. Let me just chuck the ball as hard as I can into this small window. And I'm like, and then you watch him run, and it looks like Ben Roethlisberger, and you're trying to tackle him.
if the Bills don't run the ball, they're never going to go anywhere if they don't learn how to run the ball. Like, I don't understand. Like, you
it's
can't
weird for me.
throw
It
the ball
bugs me
63
that
times. Like,
it bugs me that like Zach Moss never took off as a number one back for them because, like, I know I'm biased, but dude, he was fucking insane at Utah. Like, I know I'm biased, but dude, he was literally, dude, he was a fucking monster. He became like the all-time leading rusher at Utah. He's a fucking absolute monster, dude. And like, it's funny because you'll see flashes of that with the Bills, but I don't know if it's just they just don't trust him or they don't want to give him, because he's the kind of running back that if you keep letting him pound it, he'll bust one.
yeah.
But they don't. They've never given. I don't know if they've just never given him the chance to be their starting running back because of how they treat their running backs. But I
They just don't run the
understand
ball. That's not in their philosophy.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Even if it's working, they don't run the ball.
And Singletary has a lot of good glimpses. Like if they had like a Kyle Shanahan 1-2 punch with Moss and Singletary, they would probably be fine, but they don't want to do it. So like, what are they getting Christian McCaffrey for? Run him a couple times, but they're going to use him fucking out of the backfield
As a slot receiver.
As a slot receiver, exactly. Like that's what McCaffrey should have been. He should have never been a running back because he's too fragile. He should have been a receiver like his dad.
Yeah.
He's an absolute fucking beast of an athlete. He should have just been a receiver like his dad.
All right, I think we're gonna end it here, guys. We'll be back for a preview show. What is it, Saturday, Christian? Or when do you want to do it?
Oh shit! Let's see. What do I got? I can't do Saturday. I will be at the Utah USC game, so I won't be able to do Saturday.
Okay. Well, we'll
maybe
talk
Friday
about it.
Friday. It'll probably have to be Friday.
Okay.
Friday
If
night.
not, we can always maybe do Thursday or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
I
you're
won't be
going
able
to the movie.
I won't be able to do
So-
the preview this week because I'm going camping on Friday.
Let's
So
try Friday.
Okay. P, if you want to join us, let me know.
All right. Yeah. I got to ask the boss.
Yes,
Who's
I
the
know.
boss?
That's why I said just let me
Your
know.
wife?
Let me
His wife.
let me lay the groundwork now.
Yeah. All right. Well, Until next time, guys, we'll catch you in the preview show. Go Niners.
Go
Go
Niners.
Niners.
Go Niners.